Hello and welcome. Today we'll be testing Comodo Internet Security Free Edition again, so it's back into the spotlight. Let's have a look see at the settings. For today's test we've chosen the classic theme. It's one of my personal favorites. I do like the theme. Let's have a look see at the advanced settings. Okay, so updates, we've selected to update every hour. Real-time scan, everything is enabled. Quarantine automatically. Real-time network scan enabled. Heuristics we set to high. Okay, firewall is enabled. Safe mode, block automatically, and we have added all the advanced options as well. So these are all the rules. I just need to remove the old rules of a previous test that we did. We don't need these rules anymore. So let's remove them. Okay, global rules, that's fine. Okay, so under heaps, heaps is enabled, set to block request, and adaptive usage is enabled. Heap rules, etc, etc. Containment, enabled to run it automatically in containment and not to choose every time. These are the containment rules. File rating is enabled. Virus scope is enabled with both recognizers. Scan exclusions, nothing there. And nothing there. Device control, script analysis. We have enabled all the script analysis options. We haven't created our own custom ones, but we just enabled everything that's predefined. As well for auto runs, everything's enabled. Miscellaneous, we've set to quarantine and disable. There's no exclusions here. We're just going to run the script in containment. If Comodo does interfere, we'll just try to add it here. Let's just quickly see if we can actually add it. Okay, so let's add that one there. Okay, so that's exclusion, so it's not to interfere with that one. And that's about it for Comodo with the settings. Quarantine, it's clean. No. We can actually just remove that one. Not sure why it's there. Okay, so that's Comodo in a nutshell. Let's quickly just disable real-time shields. Antivirus, disable. Let's make it 30 minutes just to be sure, and that's that. Okay, so we've got a big one for Comodo today. We have 2,285 samples, so that's, I think that might be our biggest test so far. We actually tested Norton 360 yesterday with just above 2,000 samples, but with this one it's at maybe 100 samples more. Let's just make sure Defender is also disabled. So there are a couple of new samples in this test for Comodo that we didn't do for Norton. So okay, let's just quickly disable Defender. Okay, Defender is disabled. And let's just maybe turn on browser control. Okay, so we have quite a big one. Quite a bit of ransomware in this test as well, so these are the ransomware. We know what the names were, so we just gave them the names, but still other bunch of ransomware in here. So let's quickly extract it. Okay, so this extraction process is going to take some time. It's quite a bit of malware we need to extract. Going to wait for the extraction process to finish. Once it's done, I'll continue with you guys. Okay, so all the malware is being extracted, so that's good. Let's quickly get our little tools handy. Okay, perfect. So I think we're all ready. Let's see the amount of malware. Okay, so 2,283. So Comodo's got quite the challenge for itself today. Let's see how well the free version does. Let's just quickly enable. There's a good chance that Comodo might start removing the threads when I enable real-time protection, as I've seen that with experience. Let's just make sure it's up to date before we do. Okay, so I need to execute the script process fairly quickly after everything is enabled to make sure that Comodo does not quarantine the malware before it had a chance to execute. Okay, seems good so far. Program updates, shouldn't be any. Okay, I think we're good to go. Comodo seems happy. Runtime protection is on, it's enabled. Comodo is happy. Let's go back to home. Cool, it's secured. I think we're ready to go. Let's rock and roll. Let's see what Comodo can do. Just gonna run this in containment just to make sure. I know I did exclude it from the shellcode injection, but let's just make sure. Okay, run inside container. Okay, there we go. Cool, it's executing. Let's wait for the first notification. Okay, now we're stopped. Okay, so with Comodo, then sometimes there's a bit of a delay as well before the notifications pop up, especially when you execute a lot of malware. But so far, it's stopping the malware and not quarantining them. So it has signatures for them, so that's good. As you guys know, anything interesting happens, I'll point it out, but otherwise I'm just going to wait for all this bunch of malware to execute, and then when the test is completed, I'll show you guys. We'll go through everything. Here you guys can see the first one running in containment has the green border, so that's good. I'll be back with you guys. Okay, and the malware execution is finally done. Took quite a bit of time, unfortunately. I'm just gonna attend to the last bit of malware. Okay guys, so we've got quite a bit of malware running. Just want to close all these Word documents. So yeah, so we still have 204 applications running in containment, which is quite a bit. Okay, so there's quite a bit of things running here in containment. Okay, so I'm gonna head and start cleaning the container. so that we can clear all of this up. Okay, hopefully the container resets. Okay, there she goes. You can see the number is dropping. Okay, so we'll see it here as well. It's getting less and less and less. It's just going to take a couple of minutes maybe, but you can see it's dropping quite quickly. While it's dropping, let's quickly have a look, see at the VT root folder, if we can catch some of the last bit of malware in there in time. No, it's already starting to clear it. That's fine. Okay, so let's have a look, see at our documents and stuff, if everything is still safe and sound. Yep, no infection. Yep, no infection, no added files, scripts or anything funny that's not supposed to be in here. No added scripts, no added files, any funniness. What is supposed to be there is there. None of our applications are removed or any weirdness. So that's already a very good sign. Okay, almost there. Okay guys, so it seems the container is finally reset. Took a bit of time. Just want to show you guys again. Cool, it's reset it. Just want to make sure it's up to date. Okay, I'm gonna start a full scan. This time I'm gonna do a full scan for Comodo. Shouldn't take too long, but I'll just speed this part up. As soon as the full scan is done, if it did find anything, it most probably will find malware on the desktop. But let's see if it can find any malware outside of that, and then if something did escape containment. So as soon as it's finished, I'll show you guys the results. Okay, so the scan is still running. I'm gonna let it run overnight. It's getting a bit late, so I'm gonna quickly turn in. I'll continue. I'll let everything run overnight. Not gonna change or fiddle with anything, just gonna let it run. I'll just pause the video obviously for recording time, but as soon as I'm back at my desk, I'll continue the recording and I'll show you guys the results. But for now, I'm just gonna pause the video. Okay, and we are back. So it seems like Comodo finished its scans. I'm just going to postpone this restart again. Okay, so if we look at all the malware, Comodo found 1091. Obviously, if we do a scan again, it might find more because of those signatures that was released during the night, but we're not going to do that. So these are all unclassified malware. So we're going to see if the location changes. To see if it's able to find malware anywhere else. And let's see if I can just speed this up a little bit. Let's go back up again. Okay, so malware samples new. Okay, it doesn't seem like any other malware outside of that so far. All of it's on the desktop. Sorry guys, I'm going through it as quick as I can, but I just want to show you guys also as slow as possible that the location is not changing, that we don't see something, maybe an app data or roaming or temp or something like that. Okay, and that is that. Comodo did not find any malware outside of the desktop folder, so that's good. So it cleaned them all. All these files have already been submitted, so there's most probably a good chance that Comodo already installed signatures. I can close that. So let's have a look, see. Nothing running in processes anymore. Let's just, yeah, it's one of Comodo's services. Okay, so nothing there. Okay guys, so I'm going to start with third-party opinion scans. When all my third-party opinion scans are done, I'll show you guys the results. Hello guys, so I'm back. I have noticed that Trend Micro is closed. I've seen this before where I've run scans with Trend Micro house call, then eventually it just disappears. Not sure why, but that's fine. Let's have a look at our first results, Hitman Pro. Okay, so the trick is obviously just to see if the location changes. So let's have a look, see. Okay, so only the one cookie, no malware found outside the malware extracted folder. Let's double check again. Okay, so my eye couldn't see anything, so that's a clean slate according to Hitman Pro. My location. Okay, so even if we change the location, obviously if there was another location it would show at the top, but that's fine, we'll still go through it manually. Okay, it's still scanning though, but nothing found so far. Norton Power Razor, there's nothing. I'll just wait for the scan to finish. Okay, let's have a look at Malwarebytes in the meantime. Okay, so it seems like Malwarebytes found one in app data. Okay, so there's one in app data and the rest is not. Okay, cool. So that's actually quite good. Malwarebytes was the only one to found a malware in the temporary file, so that could most probably be a false positive or not. So, but let's say it is malware, so only one fragment of malware was found outside of app data, so that's still very good. Hitman Pro didn't find anything, Norton Power Razor didn't find anything. Not sure about Trend Micro because that obviously is closed. But according to Malwarebytes, one has been found in app data, the rest is not. Okay, cool. So that's actually quite good. Can close that one. Okay, so still waiting for MCSoft. Scanning really slow actually. Okay, let's just quickly wait for MCSoft to finish and then we'll check the end results. Okay, so that didn't take too long. Let's have a look at it again. Let's refresh the results. Okay, and nothing. Okay, so Malwarebytes is actually the only one that found something, but yeah, that's maybe a 50-50. I don't know what you guys think. Maybe that's a false positive. Maybe Malwarebytes is just maybe a tad better when it came to picking up that malware, but Heatpan Pro didn't pick it up, Norton Power Eraser didn't pick it up, as well as MCsoft didn't pick it up, and Comodo also didn't pick it up, but Malwarebytes managed to find one. So yeah, it's a 50-50, but let's say for argument's sake it is malware. I think it's really good for Comodo, considering it's a free antivirus. We tested a bunch of malware, 2,286 samples. To have one file in a temporary file is for me not a problem, and most probably it's just a fragment of the malware and not actually a live malware that can actually do infection. And for those who know Comodo, even if it's a live malware, if it tries to execute again and they don't know about it, it will just keep on looping back into containment, which again will cause no infection. So even if there's something in the temp and something tries to launch it again, it will just go back into containment. So for me, one found app data is really not a train smash. Quite pleased and happy with Comodo's results, and especially it's a free antivirus. So our recommendation, and this is purely our conclusion and results that we've seen, is we definitely recommend Comodo free antivirus as your #1 choice for free antivirus, and obviously for home and business endpoint protection we definitely recommend Comodo. That is our preferred supplier, and security vendor is Comodo, but it's up to you guys. Let me know what products you guys are using, what free versions or paid versions you guys are using. If you guys want us to test it again, we have made a couple of videos, we just still need to upload them. A couple of good tests that we've done, and then you guys can see the results of those paid vendors against the free version of Comodo, which we did just now. So leave your comments, give us your conclusions, if you like Comodo or if you don't like Comodo, and if you don't, what you don't like about it. What other products you guys wanted to test, leave your comments. Thanks again guys for all the support and all the views. This was quite a bit of a long video. Unfortunately Comodo takes longer to test than the other vendors, but we try to keep it as short as possible, but with also enough juice inside so that you guys can actually see the test and not just rumble through it. So let us know guys. Until next time, see you soon.